So, hi MIMICAT, welcome to Bravo Eurovision. We
Thank
are
you so much.
very happy to having you here with us for
Me
this
too.
interview. So, please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Well, I'm MIMICAT. I'm an artist from Portugal. I'm representing my country at this year's Eurovision Song Contest. And I'm super happy to be here with you all.
So, of course, as you say, you are representing Portugal this year. You
hmm
won the Festival da Canção
Yes.
with your song Ai Coração.
Hi, Coração. Yes.
So, what can you tell us about your song?
Well, my song was written 10 years ago, and I've been waiting all this time for the right moment to pitch it. And I decided to pitch it this year to the free submission in Festival da Canção. Well, and then I got lucky to be selected, and then I was lucky to win. And that's it. So it's a song. It's honestly a song about not knowing how to deal with your different emotions. You know, sometimes you feel a lot of things at once. And the song has this kind of feeling of anxiety, but also determination, the uncertainty of rejection or not. So it's about the confusion and the happy messiness that we all are. So yeah, I made it 10 years ago, and this is it.
And of course, that the song is from 10 years ago and it's still like it feels modern, it appealed to the people. How do you make you feel that it is still connect with the listeners?
Well, when I wrote the song, I wrote the song itself, so the melody and the structure was 10 years ago, but we actually produced it this year. So the sound of it sounds modern because it's recent. It was done this year. But I was super happy when I saw the feedback from the public, because I didn't know if people were going to connect with the song or not. And hopefully they did. And I think it was part of it was because the melody sounds old, sounds like the Festival de Canção from the 70s. And I think that people have some kind of saudade about it. And this feeling of knowing this kind of melodies and missing this kind of melodies in today's music in Portugal, actually. So I think that's one of the reasons. The other, I think it's because it's a happy song, although it's about the confusion and anxiety and all that. It's a happy way of dealing with it. So I think that people connected because they related to the kind of feelings that I'm describing
And
and the energy of it.
and as you say, the songs have like a traditional Portuguese sound.
hmm
And I think that that's very appealing in for Eurovision because
hmm
the people when listen it of immediately they think this is Portugal.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I think that's great. Honestly, when I thought of doing that in the song, I actually didn't think about Eurovision at all. I just thought what felt right for the song. So it seemed right. But I'm super happy that people are feeling that it works in Eurovision. So let's hope so.
Yes. So this weekend you were at the Prepari at Madrid.
hmm
How do you feel in that stage with the fans and the crowd? What was the experience for you?
Well, it was amazing, honestly. I've been going to this is my second pre-party, so I feel like Eurovision is a thing. So Eurovision is like a club where you enter and you don't get out ever. And it's like a big family. And I've been getting to know all these other colleagues of mine, and I've been making friends. I've been making new friends each time I go somewhere. So that part is the coolest, honestly, to go to these kind of things. Then the other part, which is super important for me as an artist and as a performer, is to actually have some contact with the audience and with the fans and see the reaction of my song live. So see what people feel directly, um, with them. And it was amazing. You know, people were so loving to me. Spain is also a country where I feel like home. So, you know, I couldn't be happier with the result of the party in Madrid or even in Barcelona. You know, people were amazing to me. I feel so much love around me, from everyone. Literally, the organization was amazing. So it was a really good moment.
And of course, the preparis are like a way to get ready for Eurovision.
Hmm.
Now that we are only a month far from Eurovision, how do you feel? What are your expectations, or what are you looking forward for Eurovision?
Well, honestly, I think that my biggest goal, going to Eurovision, is to be myself and to be true to myself and to my identity as an artist, and to make a good performance and leave Portuguese people proud. You know, I just want to make Portuguese people proud, for their choice, because they choose me. So I want to, you know, nail the performance. And on the way, I want to have fun. You know, I just want to meet the most people, the most amount of people I can. You know, enjoy the process, because it's a journey. Honestly, I'm feeling that I didn't know it was this way, but I think it's a journey up until there. And you gotta enjoy the journey, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to enjoy the process, every bit of it, and you know, trying to get my name out there. You know, making the most out of this experience.
And as you said, Eurovision is also like a platform for the
Hmm.
artists. So, what songs or what projects do you would like to share with the people for there to get to know your work?
Which songs of mine I would like to share?
Yes.
Well, that's a cool question, actually, because you know there are some acoustics coming. I don't know when, but it's close. And Eurovision channel on YouTube is going to share it, exclusively. And that's a cool way to actually show another songs of us. So, I don't know. I picked a song for my second studio album, but I don't know. People can listen to all the songs that I have on YouTube and pick the ones they like the most. But it's actually cool because I can, showcase my work in English and my work in Portuguese. So, for people that speak English, they do have some stuff, too. I don't sing only in Portuguese. So yeah, just go check it out.
And what can you tell us about what is going to be your staging for Eurovision?
Well, I can't tell much, as you might, imagine, but we're trying to achieve a modern cabaret. So the idea is to be glamorous and to be, you know, dramatic at the same time. But the energy and the feeling of the performance is gonna be a lot similar. So hopefully it's gonna be good.
And of course, you have like a iconic um, wardrobe for Festival da Canção, as you
Hmm.
say, remembering the cabaret.
Hmm.
Are you going to use something similar?
Well, I'm gonna use red, that's for sure. And the rest I can't say. It's gotta be a surprise.
Okay, we love surprises.
I don't want to spoil.
And Mimi, from this year, what songs do you like from the other contestants?
Oh, damn, that's such a hard question. You know, my favorite song, the one I connect to the most at a very emotional level, is the Armenian song. So that's my favorite one. Then there is Blanca Paloma, which I, absolutely love. And then you know, after this party in Madrid, I haven't listened to it live, but I completely obsessed with, Uz Edgar from the Austrian girls.
Okay.
Yeah, so and I also, because we're friends, I love Joker out and I love Gustav, and I'm starting to like the song from Finland. Live it works really, really well. So you know, I think I like most of them. There are so many good songs this year.
And as you say, you are making friends along
Hmm.
this journey that is Eurovision.
Mhm.
Would you like to make a collaboration with any of them in the future?
Oh yeah, sure, with any of them, really. With anyone. I don't know. I love, for instance, I love Monica's LinkedIn's voice. And we're friends too. We became friends. And I think that she's an amazing singer. I've told her this myself. She's like over the top, honestly. So with Monica, Gustav, I don't know, joke her out. I don't know anyone really, anyone who has me, I'm there.
So we know that sometimes the artist can feel overwhelmed for,
Mhm.
for everything that happens around Eurovision. How do you manage these expectations and the anxiety and emotions?
I'll try to lower the expectations really, I think that the best way to get through this without getting, overwhelmed is to actually be calm. It's just part of the work, really. You have to show up, you have to do photos, and you have to talk to people, you have to talk to the press, you have to dress up, have to have, you have to have a persona. And it's no different from what I already do. So, it's just more. So it's a bit more tiring, maybe, but it's more of the same. So I try to keep myself calm and fun at the same time, enjoy everything and go along the ride.
So we, at least me personally, I can say that when I was watching the final for Festival da Canção and you
Hmm.
came to the stage, I remember watching my mom and saying, "That looks interesting." And then
Mm.
when you start to sing, you have such a powerful voice because I don't understand Portuguese, but I was mesmerizing all the
Oh, thank
song.
you so much.
So how how do you feel that the performer or the staging is important for reaching out the people even when they don't understand the language?
Well, I think that, for for all the songs that are not in English, there has to be a truth in it, because I think that people connect with the feeling of the song and the emotions you let your voice uh, just in the emotions that come through your voice. So I think that's about that. If you're feeling what you're doing, and if you're being true to yourself, and if you're being true to the song, and if you're doing your best, I think there's no way people can feel anything. It's impossible. We're humans. So I don't know. I think that's the best way, is to be genuine. I don't understand much of other songs, of other words, but I do feel something when I hear them. So I think it's the same.
So Mimi, just for finish it, because we know you
Mhm.
have a busy schedule,
I do, I do.
what would you like to say to the fans for them to vote for you? And please remember them. In which vote, in which semifinal are you competing?
Well, I'm competing in the first semifinal at the 9th of May. And it's a very, very hard semifinal because, everyone is there. All the major favorites are there, and all the songs are really, really good. So it's going to be a shame for those who are not going through, because, we're all good. So I think that, guys, if you actually like my performance, if you really, really like my performance, and if you feel like, you feel something strong about it, and if you can't, just please vote, because I do want to get to the final so bad. And I need people's help. So yeah, if you like it, just be true to yourself. If you like it, as I'm being true to myself performing it, I hope you like it enough to vote. That's what I'm saying. And I just want to thank you for your support and for your interest in my music.
So of course we are rooting for you
Thank
for
you so much.
going to this final. We really are looking forward to your performance at the first semifinal because your song it feels authentic and it feels like it's you.
Oh,
And we want to thank you for accepting the interview, for giving us a little bit of your time. And we
Thank you so
want
much.
to welcome you to the Bravo Eurovision family, because we are going to
Yeah.
be there for you for any future project that you have.
Thank you so much. You're too kind.
So thank you very much, and we wish you all the best, and we wish that you have fun and enjoy this journey, because we think that Eurovision is that. It has to be
Oh,
fun, and it has to be a good memory for everybody.
yes, yes. And it will be. It will be. Thank you so much for everything.
So
Wish you guys the best.
thank you very much, Mimi. I'm going to
Stop recording.
stop recording. So let me see.